A quick note before the episode. Our few brain cells were not firing, and in true clown fashion, we called Gracie Abrams Gracie Adams throughout the episode. So just swap it in your mind. Enjoy!
Hello, clowns.
I'm Amee.
I'm Yu Chen, and we're the hosts of Clown Vibes Podcast.
We're two best friends who are chronically online and get together weekly to laugh and discuss all of the clown behavior we see on the internet.
And there's so much.
Truly so much.
We're so glad to have you here to clown around with us, and we hope you enjoy the episode.
Hello, clowns, and welcome back to another episode of Clown Vibes.
Whoop whoop.
Should we think of a different way to intro this podcast? I don't think I've ever said a single different thing.
No, because we've already used too much of our two brain cells to come up with this intro.
So true.
Before we hit record, Amee said she was nervous for this episode, and I was just like, it feels like a second date type of jitters, right? Like, doesn't it feel like that? Like, we're familiar with recording, but like,
we haven't done it in a bit.
Yeah, we still get the butterflies, nervous butterflies.
It's like we're dating again after a while, and
we don't know how.
Yeah, we forgot. But I'm looking forward to recording more consistently because remember we were in such a good stride last season?
Yes.
To where I never felt nervous. Yeah. So we're getting back into it.
We really need to because Amee, I was like texting Amee some stuff I was seeing on the internet, and she's like, I gotta be honest with you, I have no idea what you're saying. And that scared me.
It was terrifying. Honestly, like it jarred me for a second because I was like, I don't think this has ever happened that I was like not on the internet enough. Usually it's like I'm too on the internet and I'm the one telling people things and they're like, I don't know what you're saying. And to be on the other side, I didn't love it.
Well, today we're talking all about the internet, so you better bring your A game.
I know. No, honestly, after this, I have the day off, and I'm going to just scroll on my phone the whole day. That's my goal.
Bring back the wrist brace.
Being less on my phone has done wonders for my hands and my wrists.
I'm proud of you.
So, but you know what? I'm willing to cause some more issues to my extremities for this podcast. But in general, isn't it weird that like we can all be on different internets? The internet is too black hole-y.
It's so black hole, but like, you know what's even more crazy is the internet used to not exist.
Yeah. And then when it was
like,
existing,
what?
It was like so limited compared to it now. Like now it's insane.
Yes.
It's almost like too much.
The internet is fun. Honestly, it can be not fun, but like I hope to never get to a point in my life where the internet doesn't feel fun. But like what I consider fun and what other people consider fun is so different. And I love how like we can basically be living parallel lives, and I love it. But it's also just like I want everyone that I talk to exist in the same internet universe so I don't look stupid saying something.
And also so I don't have to explain, because you know I don't have enough brain cells to explain things. So like when someone's like, wait, what are you talking about? I'm just like, nah, forget it. I can't. The other day I was talking to Emily and I was like, have you been seeing all of the Clinton, Kane, Brooke Schofield drama? And she was just like, I don't know what words you're saying. And I'm like, you know what? I can't explain this to you. I told her I was going to, and then I didn't because it's too much. It's too much. You got to watch the videos.
Okay, so like we don't have time in our agenda to explain the Clinton Kane situation. So we're just going to direct you to Google Clinton Kane liar and just enjoy yourself. Enjoy the ride.
Yes. And in a potentially upcoming episode, we might explain it. So
yeah, we might
if
get
you're too
a
lazy,
little bit into it.
Maybe wait.
I honestly think it's a rite of passage to watch the whole series.
Yeah, you have to. Okay.
You have to.
Did you watch his rebuttal?
No, because I don't want to give him the time
views.
of day.
Yeah.
But also, to Brooke's point, he does need therapy, so maybe I should give him the views so he has money. But was it good?
No, I didn't watch it either because I'm like, I don't have time for this. I watched just some recap TikToks of it.
People who are recapping anything longer than like 10 minutes
Doing
are
God's
doing
work.
the Lord's work.
Yeah, literally. What sucks is now Brooke is like canceled, and that was
Oh,
like, such a
yes.
fun moment. And then she almost immediately got canceled. And to this I say, you gotta scrub your Twitter.
The internet's not safe.
And like Kamala Harris used one of Brooke's sounds, the one that's
Yeah.
like, give him the listens, he needs the money for therapy, pre-cancellation. And I wonder if like the social media manager is like, God damn it.
No, it's too good.
It's too
Okay,
good.
I have to tell you something
Okay.
that is so related to today's topic that like I feel like if I talk to 90% of the earth about what I'm about to say, like everyone be like, what are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
So I was listening to this podcast about how people who squat on like internet domains, and it's like essentially buying
Mm-hmm.
internet domains in the hopes that like the word will become popular and someone will want it.
Mm-hmm.
And so they were talking about the presidential election and how this
Ooh.
guy, because Kamala, like he had bought this Kamala dash, sorry, what is the new VP's name?
Walt? Tim Walz?
Yeah.
Something like that.
He bought that domain way back when Kamala was first running for president. And so his return is like super high right now. But they were like explaining his strategy, and they were talking about how like he had also bought a Clinton Kane domain when Hillary Clinton, I think, was running with and I was just like, oh my God, Clinton Kane. Oh my God. The internet was interneting that day, and I had no one to giggle about this with.
This is why we need to live in the same building.
Yeah.
But okay, that's just also so crazy. Like that just shows how weirdly warped this world is too.
Are you about to bring up that we should do another episode of Arena Simulation? 'Cause
No, I wasn't, okay? I wasn't going to bring it up, but I'm still workshopping the idea so that we can bring it to fruition.
Okay, you keep thinking. But it's so funny. So when we were together, Amee and I also had a very like, oh my gosh, we're just living in a different universe to other people, because I did Amee's nails. I am in my nail era. I announced this during the beginning of season 2, and I have kept up with it.
Honestly, this is your longest hobby. And I'm proud of
Cloud Vibes is my longest hobby.
Okay, all right, fair. No, this is not, okay, I guess this is our hobby, but it's our intense hobby. This was your craft hobby.
No, this is intense.
Okay, the nails?
Yes, the nails are intense.
That's true, actually. All right, we digressed. Anyways,
so
keep going.
I did Amee's nails, and the theme was Brat Summer. They're like bright green.
Mm-hmm.
So we were visiting my boyfriend who works at a tech office, and he's very much into tech, and they were having a like Minecraft themed day. And so I showed him my nails, and I was like, look, I did Amee's nails. And he was like, oh, for Minecraft day?
And we were like, no, for Brat Summer. And he just looked at us like we had 10 heads. And we were like, all right, this is not for you, my guy. It was actually so funny.
Yeah, sometimes I do feel like we live in the different multi-universe of the internet. But I was just thinking, you know how like Kamala's campaign is so brat focused, like so Gen Z, like geared towards the Gen Z.
Mm-hmm.
And like with the Waltz like campaign together, they've also leaned into like Chappell Rowan's whole Midwest princess theme. People who are like not on the internet will probably be like, what the fuck is this
happening
campaign?
Yeah, but they are getting the internet crowd so intensely. Okay, but I saw a Deutsche Bank ad that also referenced Brat Summer, and then a bunch of the quote tweets were like, it's over. Brat Summer is over.
It is.
It's gone too far.
Well, the thing is that like Brat Summer came like a tornado.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I started hearing about Brat because people were saying how great the album was, but I like didn't have time to listen to it before I went on my China trip.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I got back from China, I felt like everyone was doing the Apple dance.
Yes.
Like, everyone was all about Brat Summer.
And I eat it up. I watch that Apple dance anytime it's on my For You page. It's so fun. We were supposed to do it, but of course we made 0 TikToks.
We made 0 TikToks.
Who's surprised? No one.
But I was watching this TikTok about how this girl was like Brat Summer, Brat Summer. At first I thought it was Brat Worst Summer. And I was like, yeah, I could do with a hot dog. I was like, oh my gosh, this is just quintessential like micro trends just becoming a storm. And it's like takes a while for people to like catch up sometimes.
Imagine a child 20 years from now opening up their history book and seeing Kamala Harris's Brat Summer campaign. What will they write about it? Crazy.
One last example of how we just live in the multi-universe of the internet is I was having this conversation with one of my boyfriend's friend who is also not on the internet or not on my internet. So we essentially live in different universes. But me and my friend, we were just talking about how cringe it is to use the AI filter for your LinkedIn profile. When I say AI LinkedIn filter, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
Right? Like, you can literally picture it. They had no idea what I was saying. I showed them a picture of like the AI picture and they're like, okay, now show me what they really look like. And I showed it to them. They're like, they look the same. Like, how do you know that this is an AI filter? I'm just like, you just know. You just know because you've seen the trend a million times. You can download the app. You can do it yourself. Like, you just know.
Okay, but that is also a testament to how scary AI has gotten because I have got before.
Really? How?
By the Katy Perry Met Gala outfits.
Oh, yeah.
Because, and I don't know if I've already told this story, but I was just scrolling Met Gala Monday, looking at outfits, and I saw Katy Perry one, and I was like, damn, that's fire. Like, it was very floral. It was very my vibe. And then I saw her in a different dress, and I was like, wait, what was the actual dress?
But like, what was the purpose of that?
I don't know.
They're
People
like,
to express their creativity. Yeah, literally. And like, I saw for the Olympics, the Indian uniform, like some grabs, and I was like, damn, this is cool. Like, should I try to buy this? It was AI. Someone had designed it of like this is what I would want, but they didn't say that. I'm becoming a boomer, I guess. I don't know.
No, I think you just live in a different universe where like we're not, I guess, trained to spot AI as aggressively as others. Okay, so our whole topic in today's episode is all about the multiverse of the internet and how niche some topics of the internet are. But like, if I say certain terms to you, you will know immediately what I mean.
Yeah.
But if I say it to literally another person, they'll probably be like, what? Or if we say it to an alien, they'd be like, what is that?
Aliens are Clown Vibe's biggest listeners, I think. All of our episodes are geared towards them.
They really are.
But no, totally. I like was talking to my aunt right before we recorded and she was asking like what we're doing to record today. And I told her some of the topics and she was like, I know one of those.
Which one was it?
She knows Nepo babies.
Okay.
Which is fair. Nepo babies is the most like universal, I think.
Yeah. It's the soft intro. The soft intro into our topic. But let's get into Nepo babies. Basically, a Nepo baby is someone who is the child of a very famous person. Normally, it's a celebrity. But when I was thinking about this, I was like, do we count children of C-list actors as Nepo babies?
Yes. So do you have an example?
I have no example because my universe is only filled with Nepo babies from A and B lists.
Me too, yeah. I guess like if a C-list Nepo baby becomes big, then yeah, but if they don't, then no. And that's the nuance.
So niche. Yeah. That is the nuance.
When I say Nepo baby, who comes to mind?
Gigi Hadid.
Ooh, mine is Hailey Bieber. And I think it's because she leans so hard into it. And she's barely even one. But like, she's the most offended by the trend.
Is she really?
Yeah.
Like, she's legit offended by it? Or she like plays up that she's a Nepo baby? Because is she the one that had the Nepo shirt?
White tee, yeah.
Yeah.
She is. But like, it's almost like she was leaning too hard into it to where I'm like, I think she's offended.
That's weird because like, how else were you supposed to marry Justin Bieber?
Exactly. Exactly. Literally being celeb adjacent is what got you any type of celebrity status.
I have to tell this story. on today's episode. I may have told this story already. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like, so a few years ago, we were volunteering to do other people's taxes.
Mm-hmm.
And we had like this supervisor named Gigi. And over the summer, I was like, oh my gosh, Gigi Hadid was blah, blah, blah. And I said it to our friend Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
And Kevin goes, Gigi from tax?
Okay, I don't think you've told it because I don't remember it, and that's fucking funny.
It's hilarious because how can you mistake Gigi Hadid with like
Gigi, our tax coordinator?
But it's like, if you live in completely opposite sides of your Instagram feed, did not have Gigi Hadid, because back then TikTok did not exist.
Yeah.
If your Instagram feed was different than mine, we would have been living in a different multiverse.
Yeah, and it's like, it's also recency bias, right? Like for Kevin, the last Gigi he thought of was Gigi from tax. I sometimes feel like that too. Like someone will say something to me and I'm just like, which Tom are you referring to? Who is that again?
Remember what I told you recently that someone who has gotten pretty big is a Nepo baby?
Mm-hmm.
How did that change your perception of that person? And for the audience, I revealed to Amee that Gracie Adams is in fact a Nepo baby.
Okay. I feel like automatically I was like, wow, maybe she's less good than I thought. Because like I barely knew Gracie Adams. Like Gracie Adams was one of our Eras tour openers. We missed her because we did not care. And she's only recently gotten big, I feel like, and only recently entered our stratosphere in a very fun way. I do love her music. But I thought she had achieved that kind of by herself, but she didn't. I mean, I guess she kind of did. This is what's hard. It's like, did she not? But now I automatically have the assumption that it wasn't purely through the hustle.
Yeah, and does that downplay their talents? Like, she is very talented.
Yeah, no, totally. I think it does downplay it because it's just like, well, a lot of people are talented and they don't open for Taylor Swift.
That's true. Okay, I have to ask you this question.
Okay.
If you were a Nepo baby, would you get offended by people calling you a Nepo baby?
I don't think so, because right now I would love to be a Nepo baby. And I think the people who are perceived better are the ones who embrace it and are like, yes, I did get a leg up because of this, because that almost like takes the power back for them. You know what I mean?
Don't try to fight the Nepo baby fight. It's already been won by the Anti-Nepo Baby Association.
Exactly. And like the ones that lean into it and are just upfront about it, I feel like I respect a lot more than the ones who were like, no, but I'm so talented. It's like, okay, sure, but so are a million other people.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what the answer is to this, but did Dakota Johnson lean into it or not? Because if she's not leaning into it, I'm kind of gonna deduct some points from her. And I do really like her. Because she's like the ultimate Nepo baby.
Is she the ultimate Nepo baby, though? Because the internet has told us she is. Like, that's how niche our internet is. Because I know exactly what you're talking about. Because people say she sucks at acting.
Yeah.
But you know what?
But I weirdly love her.
Yeah. Because of that whole Ellen situation.
Yeah.
Because I think she almost single-handedly ruined Ellen. I take that back. Ellen ended herself. She ended herself. But like Dakota
lit the match.
Opened the window. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Honestly, I don't know if she is, but to me, she's the ultimate Nepo baby. So I'll take that as fact. Okay. Let's move on to our second micro trend, the rat boyfriend. And for those who don't know, the definition of a rat boyfriend is a hot rodent man is essentially a way of describing a skinny, lanky, unconventionally attractive dude who does not embody stereotypical macho-like attributes. He has more of a pointed, angular facial structure that is almost rat-like or mouse-like. He rocks messy hair, sports vintage clothing, and to borrow the internet's phrasing, is so wan. I don't know what the fuck that means.
Too advanced of a word.
As to appear one cigarette away from death. I gotta text in Gen Z Connects and say, what the fuck is Juan?
you know what's so interesting is rat boyfriend literally became a term in 2024. But like none of us really on the internet had to Google what rat boyfriend was, right? Like you
Yeah.
could put a picture up and say this is a rat boyfriend and we would collectively go, oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Like the concept existed.
Yeah, for sure. We just gave it a term recently. And was it this year or was it when Timothy started dating Kylie?
No, because I feel like actually I don't know the history of the rat boyfriend, but like Timothy Chalamet is probably one of the more well-known rat boyfriends, but he's not known as a rat boyfriend. Like
No,
he's
just
known
known
to
as a
have
rat.
this look. Yeah, he's known to have this look, but when a rat boyfriend became at its like peak popularity, internet popularity, no one was talking about Timothy.
That's true.
Like
that's true.
It didn't even cross my mind until you mentioned him in our like research for this episode.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh yeah, of course he's a rat boyfriend, but he's not labeled a rat boyfriend.
Yeah, that's true. The term took off when Sabrina started dating Barry.
Yes. And like, are they still together?
You know what? I heard that he goofed, so maybe not. Jury's out, and by the time this episode comes out, I bet they'll have broken up.
Yeah. That's sad. But that guy does literally look like a rat. I saw the funniest TikTok about him. Because like we all know he's ugly. We all know it.
Yeah.
But like I feel like because he's an actor and he plays certain roles, he's considered hot. But oh my gosh, this TikTok was like, I can't pinpoint what Barry reminds me of. And how do you say his last name? Kyogen?
Yeah, I think something like that.
Oh, have you ever seen those like anamorphous books?
He's got stuck.
He got stuck in like
Oh my god. That's actually such a good TikTok. People are so
such
creative.
a good talk. Yes. And like I just want so badly for everyone I know to like know these TikToks because like they just brighten up my life. But unfortunately, we live in different universes.
I know. I got to get back onto our same page.
Yes.
And that's on me. Okay, but doesn't it suck that you can be a rat boyfriend and like that's so celebrated or like so in, but there are no rat girls and there are no like negative connotated like girl terms that are hot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's not even like rat boyfriend, I don't think has a negative connotation. It's just specifically talking about a messy look that can be very hot. But, you know, when I was prepping for this episode, I was getting kind of heated. I was getting heated literally looking up quote unquote conventionally unattractive women that are considered hot by the general public.
Yeah.
And there is none. And I don't think there is any because society has such a strict definition of what is considered beautiful or pretty or hot for females.
Yeah.
That there is like no room for error.
Yeah. But there's like so much wiggle room for guys.
Yeah.
Specifically white men.
And what gives? Like why?
Because white men rule this world, I guess.
Well, it's because we live in like a patriarchal society.
Yeah.
But literally, I was just like, oh my gosh, all these women that are like, if they're ugly, they're ugly.
Yeah.
If they're hot, they're hot. It's so black and white. But
yeah.
I found one potential example.
Okay, tell me.
That is very controversial, I think, in the male atmosphere. And I think after this episode, we do need to do a little investigation. We need to poll our male friends.
Okay.
The men in our life. Do they think Sarah Jessica Parker's hot?
Interesting.
Yes. Poll the men in your life.
All
Audiences, let us know. Well, let me ask you. Do you think Sarah Jessica Parker's hot?
I don't think hot, but like I do think she's very pretty.
Interesting.
You don't?
No, I think she's really pretty.
Okay.
I think she's really pretty. But you know how she's like known for looking like a horse?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe there's no rat girl, but there's
horse girl. Okay, agreed. There is horse girl, but like even the horse girls are very pretty.
Yeah, they're just known for being weird. But I remember polling someone, a guy that I know, and they were like, she's so ugly. So she, I think to me, is like maybe what we would consider rat girl, like the equivalent of rat boy. But she is so pretty. So
yeah,
I don't know if it's just like us as females lifting other females up.
Yeah,
and it's like easier to like identify a rat boy when we're girls.
Yeah. Huh. What are some rat boy examples for the crowd that are not on the same side of the internet as us? Especially recently, I feel like it's so popular.
I think maybe the most non-internet, like if you don't care about celebrities, the best example of a recent rat boyfriend would probably be Pommel Horse Guy of the US Olympics. Like he is unconventionally attractive. He looks like a nerd, but like the fact that he is able to like pommel the fuck out of that pommel horse is just like so hot. Like the internet was salivating.
Yeah. And the fact that he like took his glasses off to do it, amazing.
Like, we were like,
Okay, also one of my like favorite rat boys right now is Jeremy Allen White from The Bear. I do weirdly love him.
Isn't he like weirdly short?
Yeah.
You cannot tell.
No.
Same with Cillian Murphy. Also,
he's short?
Yes. But like short is like, I don't know, 5'7".
Yeah.
That's not that short.
No,
like,
it's fine. And I think the Challengers boys, like from the Zendaya movie, both of them are rats.
I love it. Do you think you're a rat girl? Like, what's your definition of a rat girl?
I'm a rock girl, so sure, yeah. I'm a rat girl.
You know what? Maybe
I think I'm a rat girl, actually.
No, but I love the term rock girl.
I know. I'm 1000% a rock girl. Nothing brings me more joy than laying.
Rotting. That is a term that like not a lot of people know. And I said it once in like a business meeting and people were like, what's rotting? And I had to explain it. And they're
only
like,
the best word ever.
Yeah, like I rot a lot. And I can't believe, like, can you imagine if rotting was like a word in college?
No. It would have been
but like
everywhere.
It should have been. Yeah. That was like peak rot era.
I mean, we were rotting. We just didn't have a term for it.
Yeah.
And I like that rotting is like so celebrated now. It's like, oh, that's so cool. Like, good for you that you have the time. Or is that just our brain space right now? Either one.
I think it's celebrated. It's definitely not frowned upon.
Remember a couple years ago when I was working and like we would have the like weekly call on Fridays and it would be like, what are you doing this weekend? I felt so much pressure always to like have a weekend plan, and I would never feel that pressure now. And even if I had a weekend plan, I'd be like, ugh, I gotta do this, but I want to just lay. And that would be the crowd pleaser.
If you were still having that call, if you were still being asked every Friday, like, what are your weekend plans? Do you think you would still feel stressed?
Okay, honestly, I don't think so because I have been so busy.
But this is always your problem. Like,
I know.
The minute that you're busy, you forget that you had this problem.
Exactly. No. Because even the weekends where I'm not that busy, like the weekend before I came to SF when I just laid, and like I think someone asked and I was like, I'm going to rest and watch TV. That's my only plan this weekend. And I felt great about that. So
growth.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't be as stressed anymore.
I want to talk about our last niche part of the internet, and it's all about TikTok influencers. And like people will probably know what TikTok influencers are, but like I love how the internet has basically segregated these different eras of influencers.
Yeah.
Like, there's the Instagram influencers, there's the bloggers, and now there are these TikTok influencers. And I think they're so funny because I would say to be a pretty successful TikTok influencer, you have to kind of have a personality.
Yeah.
Whereas before you didn't. But like
totally
crossing over between TikTok and Instagram to TikTok, I think is very hard.
Yeah, because it's just like inherently very different audiences.
Yeah. And like you can gain quite a bit of following after going viral for one video on TikTok. But like Instagram's not really like that. Like, no. You can't just get a ton of followers unless you go on like a television show.
Yeah.
Or something, like something big happens to you. But what is so funny, and like I explained this to you, but like if I explained this to someone who's not on TikTok and isn't on Instagram, like they would have no idea what I'm talking about. But there are certain micro-ish influencers who have gained like somewhat of a following on TikTok, but like have zero following on Instagram, and they're slowly trying to build up their Instagram. And every time you go to their Instagram bio, it's like, I have 30K followers on TikTok. Like, and their bio. And it is the most, I don't know why, but it's like so cringe. It's like the AI LinkedIn filter. I'm just like, why? Why do you have to put this on your bio?
I actually think it's so funny. I added it to our bio because I'm like, this
Really?
is a joke. Yeah, I added it to our bio. Because we have like 10x the followers on TikTok than we do Instagram.
No, but like if you're looking up someone on TikTok and you see that they have that on their bio, like does it make you more inclined to follow them? Like I don't understand what the drive is to add it to your bio.
Yeah, I think it was funny. That's why I added it to ours. But like, I don't understand the drive either. And it would not make me follow anyone one way or the other. So
I just think it's so niche.
Yeah. I love that. But like I think TikTok is really niche and that like everyone kind of has their like pocket of influencers that they are, and I don't want to say obsessed, but like are very like staple in our lives.
Mm-hmm.
But people have different ones.
They have different ones, and like the staple can be fleeting.
Yes.
Like
totally.
I could be 1 week deep into this one girl's life and then not see her again for like 3 months. And then I'm just like, oh my gosh, I completely forgot about you, and then become weirdly obsessed with you again.
Yeah, literally. That's how I feel about the sugar baby Palmer that I used to be obsessed with. Every once in a while, I'm like, wow, I don't know where she went, but I hope she's okay. I hope she's thriving. Who are your current like TikTok homies?
I don't think I have one right now. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I have one. I get a lot of this one girl. Her name is Gwyneth. She's like this half Japanese, half white girl who used to live in Florida.
Whoa.
And it's just like a cooking influencer, but she's so wholesome. Like she held a pop-up where she made onigiris, which are like these Japanese rice like triangle snack thingies, and she just like invited a lot of friends and like gave away free onigiris, and she made like 100 of them. And I'm just like, you're very so cute. Wholesome, and I love to support you.
Yeah.
But like I guess I never bring her up because I just feel like you would never get any of her videos.
Yeah. Although, you know, I do get that like recent mom white lady. What's her name? The baby's name is James.
I don't
know. Remember we were watching it together this weekend, kind of like she was on my page and you were like, oh, I get her too. And she just makes like,
she's
cooking
a mom?
Family. Yeah. You didn't know that?
I didn't know that. She looks so young.
She is our age.
That's crazy.
But she actually looks older than us, I think.
Yeah.
Because because when I first started getting her video, she was pregnant. And I just assume anyone who's pregnant is much older than me. Because I could never imagine being pregnant. But anyway, so like that's my own bias. I really like watching her cooking videos right now, and I am invested in her life. Also because she lives like close to all of her family members. And then recently I found out that her brother is also a TikTok cooker guy that's very popular.
Oh, really? Okay. You'll have to send me his videos because
I
wonder if I've seen his videos before and I just never made the connection.
I really love Strawberry Milk Mob and that whole gang. Strawberry, coconut, blueberry. What would your fruit name be?
I think I would want to be kiwi. Well, assuming that we can't pick strawberry, coconut, or blueberry, because if those were up for grabs, I'd probably want to be strawberry.
Yeah.
But I think kiwi is cute.
Kiwi is cute. I would want to be maybe peach.
Peach. Should we just like adopt fruit first names and our last names be clown? Like I can be kiwi clown
and I can be
you
peach
can
clown.
Be peach clown.
Yes, let's do that. That's actually funny, and maybe it'll help us get some traction. Okay, but I don't know how many people even know of the Milk Mob family.
It's so niche. It's so niche that like even when I was bringing it up to you, I was just like, I don't know if she'll know what I'm saying. And that's like the scary part about talking about the internet when so many universes exist that you just like, are you going to get it? Are you going to get it?
Yeah.
But you got it. And I was like, thank God I haven't lost her completely to the real world just yet.
No, I love that family. I think they're so funny. They live very extravagant lives, but I feel like in a way that's not very showy.
Yes. Okay. So the interesting thing about TikTok influencers is I feel like in order to become a really big TikTok influencer, you have to be somewhat quote unquote relatable.
Yeah.
Right. Because you're getting kind of famous because of your personality. And that never really existed in Instagram and like blog, YouTube maybe YouTube era.
Mhm.
But like TikTok, it's all about the personality. And so that's what you thought Strawberry was famous for. Strawberry Milk Mob is the account of the most famous sister, the sister that started it all.
Yeah.
But she at first started her account because she has her own bikini brand.
Mhm.
And the fact that like we're even talking about this much detail of like some random person's family is crazy.
Yeah.
The aliens are like done with this
Confused.
episode
Mhm.
at this point. But like this episode is all about niche internet stuff and like the multi-universe of the internet. And so we must talk about Strawberry Milk Mob.
Yeah.
So Strawberry just posted like a bunch of funny videos of her like ranting about boys or like ranting about her family. Then you start to realize that she has 2 other sisters and they're named Coconut Milk Mob and then Blueberry Milk Mob. And the internet has like fallen in love with them. Like they think they're so funny. Each of the sisters have their own different personalities. They have basically their own little reality TV show on TikTok for free. And I think that's fucking amazing
Yeah.
that TikTok does that for us. But like then you realize that they're Nepo babies. But are they really Nepo babies? Like that is the craziest part is like when you find out, like to our first topic, when you find out something that like changes about a person, you're like, what?
Yeah, so like, okay, who are their parents? Like, I thought they were just rich, but are their parents in any industry that would help them? Is I think the definition of Nepo baby in my brain.
So no, that's like what I was also thinking too. Like I think the internet has gotten it wrong.
Yeah.
That they're not Nepo babies. Or
No.
maybe we got it wrong and the internet just thinks they're rich, which
Yeah.
that's fine. But people are saying like, oh my gosh, they have their own television show when they were like 12 or something on Amazon.
They did?
And it was produced by their dad. That's why they're like, oh, they're rich. They have 2. They're both bad. On Amazon Prime, it
Oh
has
my
like
God.
a 2.5 star rating. Like it's bad.
I want to watch it.
No, you don't. I don't even think like you could tolerate it.
Okay, wow, that's crazy. Okay, then yes, Nepo.
No,
okay.
I did some digging. This is hilarious.
Okay.
Her dad is like the CEO of a cannabis company chain.
Oh, interesting.
And like people are saying like that's how her clothing company is funded.
I'm sure. Yeah.
But like I don't think that actually helps grow the brand.
No.
Because
I agree with that.
Because you know what I thought of? I thought of your mom's clothing brand.
Yeah.
That was like completely funded by your dad, but
Yeah.
like took off 0. Like
0%.
0 times.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. That's why I'm like, okay, maybe he just had the money to produce that show for them,
Yeah.
but like he wasn't really in the industry. He could just get it made, but then nothing happened. And I do agree that their money is helping them obviously sustain a lifestyle that's like interesting to put on the internet without having a job.
Yes. So many people have that.
Yeah.
Actually.
Exactly. So like, okay, I don't think they're Nepo babies.
And I think they deserve the like attention that they're getting.
No,
Like,
totally.
They earned that themselves.
Yeah. Like, do they have cool lives? Yeah. But like, they're also really interesting. Their videos are funny. The dynamic is good. I do think that they have worked for this. And I saw a very interesting video that was like Strawberry at the beginning was posting pretty much only for bikini stuff. And then realized like that's not going to help them grow the brand. Like she needs to basically like try to be an influencer. And then she just started posting like random videos that did well. And that's really how they've taken off.
All that's to say is if you literally know everything that we're talking about in today's episode, you just need to listen to more of Cloud Vibes because
we're on the same internet.
We're on the same internet.
Thanks so much for listening. You can follow us on all social media at Clown Vibes Podcast or email us at clownvibespodcast@gmail.com.
And if you like our show and want to support us, please like, subscribe, and give us a rating and review. That's it for today. Bye, clowns.
Bye, clowns.